Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel IHMFLIX, and we are continuing with our series 90-day Excel training, and today is day 3. In the previous video, we understood what Excel is and how its interface works. Today we'll do something very practical. We'll actually start working in Excel today. Hope you are ready with your laptop. Now imagine you're working at a hotel reception or handling a research data. Every guest or response needs to be recorded properly. That's where data entry becomes the foundation. And today we are going to work upon it. So here we will begin with. So data entry simply means entering information into Excel cells. In Excel, all data falls in basically 3 categories: text, numbers, and dates. Giving you an example, it is as text from A to Z, like A, B, C, D, numbers from 1 to 0, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Date, as in like a calendar dates, which can be entered as 12 Jan 2026, suppose. So these are the 3 different data categories in which we enter data. Once you understand these 3 categories, Excel becomes very easy. Now we will start with these 3 categories with the help of an example. Now suppose this is the data of a hotel, and the text data here includes guest name, room type, city name, staff name, payment mode, etc. Since these headers are in alphabets, these are included in text. Now let's start with text data where we put alphabets in the cell. For example, in the hotel, a guest named Amit Sharma has arrived. Here, his name is entered as text, and text data is mostly descriptive and tells us what or who. Now, if you'll notice, or if you have noticed in the previous example, the Excel automatically aligns the text input as left aligned. If I'll go back to the previous data, you can here notice that the text data is left aligned by default, and the number data is aligned right by default by the Excel. So you can here easily check that whether the data that you have input is a text or number. Now, for example, there might be situations where, or the requirement where you will enter both text and numbers in a cell. How will you categorize whether it is a text data or number data? You can check it with the alignment, like by the default alignment. Suppose if I put two data 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 2, 3, A, B. Now here you can identify that the first data that contains only number is right aligned, showing that this cell contains only numerical values. However, the rest 2 cells are left aligned, though it includes both text and numbers, but the Excel is going to categorize them as either as a text data. Because in order to be classified as a number cell, the cell is required to contain only digits and no text. Therefore, you can see the clear difference through their alignment. Now let's continue with the example. Mr. Amit Sharma is our new guest and books a, say, deluxe room. Here again we will enter the text input, and he is from city, say, Jaipur. The staff who has registered the data is named Ankush, and the payment that Ms. Amit Sharma would like to make in is through UPI. So till now, we have seen the example of text data, and we'll now move forward with an example of how numbers are used in cells. Now numbers will be used for further input: room charge, number of nights stayed, and the total amount as per the per night stayed. Now for example, the guest stayed for 2 nights and the room charge per deluxe room is 3500. That is the per night charge. And how we'll calculate the total amount? By simple multiplication of per night with the per day or per night room charge. So here we will get rupees 7,000. So numbers help Excel perform calculations, totals, and analysis. This is where Excel becomes smarter than a notebook. I hope you can see it clearly now. Well, I would like to show you one more thing. We can arrange, or you say make this data look more better through some editing option, and it can be opened through a shortcut called Control 1. Here a number of editing options appear through which you can modify your data. Now I want to put borders in my Excel data. So how will I do it? I'll simply select the area in which I want to make the border. I've selected that, like the table. I'll click Control 1, go to border, and select the way I want my data to appear and enter. Now you can see that I've created a table or a border along my data. This makes my data look a more better, clearer, and professional. Now we will discuss about the date data. Dates are extremely important in hotels and research. For example, check-in date, check-out date, book date, etc. In this way, dates play a crucial role while recording data. Whenever you enter, when you enter a date, Excel automatically understands it. For example, if I put date as 1st January 2026, so the Excel will automatically know that I've entered a data and it's not just a text. Because later it will help in sorting, filtering, and calculating days using the date. You can also edit the same through the date option here in the home tab. You simply go to the home editing option in this tab. I'll select it as long date. So now it is changed to 1st January 2026. So now the Excel already knows that I've shared a date rather than only a text or a number. Now I've already created a simple hotel guest record. Now I'll also add the date column in it. Now you have seen that I have used some shortcuts. We will discuss it in the coming videos and I hope you will enjoy working with that as well. So here I have completed the whole customer data recording and I expect you to do the same as a part of your homework or say a practice data. Now just a quick recap. Today we learned how to enter text, numbers and dates in Excel. In the next video, we will learn how Excel uses this data to calculate values automatically. Now let's move to today's practice assignment. Now I request you to open a new Excel workbook and create a table with the headings that I have shared you. That is date, guest name, room type, staff name, etc. You can also add any other detail that you might find important while recording the detail of a customer in a hotel. There is no specific guideline. You can modify the data as per your own requirement. Excel becomes very easy when your hands Excel becomes very easy when your hands get used to it. I hope you all like the video. Please do like, share and subscribe and stay along with our 90 days Excel training series. Thank you.